Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 24th episode of our gaming news podcast, the PackCast. Joining me in person today is Dan from the Tea Lounge.
Howdy.
And Cool Trainer Camillo. And joining us via the internet tubes, as always, is the Janebo. So somewhere on the screen is Janebo. Hi, John. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm sad that I couldn't be there.
That's okay. And if you guys are wondering why we're all together, it's because we announced it last podcast. I got married, and Dan and Camilo came down for the ceremony to celebrate, or to the reception to celebrate, and it was a good time. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about video game news. So the stories that we're talking about today are the freakout that was caused by the Fortnite Blackout. PlayStation announced a release date for their PS5. A game draws a little too much inspiration from Cuphead, and players who quit in a certain online game are getting banned. Moving on to the Fortnite Blackout. So as of recording, guys, the Fortnite has been down and unplayable for 32 hours. There has been basically just a black hole in place of being able to play the game. And the rumor is that a new map has been leaked, and the next season or whatever is going to be called Fortnite Chapter 2. So I guess I'll throw it over to John, our resident Fortnite player. What do you think about all this, John?
So this was like, I don't know, I saw it on, it happened Sunday afternoon at like, I think 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And the event went live, and everybody thought the event was going to be, an hour or like a couple hours. Turned out to be, it's 32 hours in, and the rumor is it's not going to be live until Thursday, which is...
Oh my gosh.
That will be, that's like 4 full
week,
days.
Right?
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
But there's also a rumor that it could be Tuesday. But,
dude, some of the videos online right now are insane. Of people, punching their laptops and stuff.
Yeah.
And, kids crying.
Yeah, you know the best way to get a game back to working condition?
Yeah.
Ruin your equipment.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean,
I want to
these
play
are-
this game.
these are children, though, so it's not like...
I
Not all
saw a grown
I
man.
I saw it in the... Let me take that for a second. I saw that video. Someone said that video already existed, and they, photoshopped
They
it
put
in.
it in.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so
I
hard
wouldn't
now.
be surprised.
With, modern technology, you can just, meme anything and, create... I don't know, it's frustrating.
It's also, it's also... People are probably faking it, faking the reactions.
Mm-hmm.
Because, if you're, an adult... I can understand kids freaking out because they freak out about anything. But,
Yeah.
if you're an adult, you shouldn't be acting that way. And you most likely aren't, but you just wanted to do it for some clout. So you did it anyway.
Right.
Yeah. I want to see some good deep fakes. Make it look like Keanu Reeves is, freaking out over it.
Yeah, there's some of the cool, VFX channels on YouTube should do that. That'd be super cool.
Yeah.
Really
I mean,
funny.
there are 1.7 million people watching it on Twitch.
Oh, my gosh.
And it
That's
was...
nuts.
So what it was, the map blew up and then became this black hole. And there's a couple little things that you do in it. You can play little mini games, but you can't play the actual Fortnite game. You can't play anything in Fortnite right now. They're calling it the end, and they think they call it the Blackout too. So what was trending on Twitter was hashtag the end and hashtag blackout. So everybody thought the world was
Yikes.
ending.
Oh, my gosh.
Can you imagine the backlash if Twitch linked those streams to Ninja's old URL?
Oh, my gosh. The end.
Oh my gosh.
This is... I hope that it's all... Fortnite doesn't come back. I hope they just end
What?
it.
Now what?
It would be
That's
the
never
most...
gonna happen.
I know, but it would be the most epic... One of the most epic video game stories of all time if they just ended it. If it was just done.
Dude.
We had our fun.
Not happening. Makes too much money.
Yeah.
People would be too upset.
But they just wanted to one up Pokemon by doing 4 days instead of 24 hours.
What do you mean? What was the 24-hour
24-hour stream where we
The 24.
where we stared at a Ponyta?
Yeah.
And it was
for like
7 minutes. Sweet.
At least
All
stuff
right,
happened during that.
Final thoughts on the Fortnite Blackout? Oh, the one thing, there is mini games I wanted to mention. It's the Konami code, which I thought was a cool little touch to make the mini game show up. And it's a little shmup, like a shoot 'em up, where you're a piece of pizza shooting
burgers.
Shooting burgers. I just thought it was funny. Anyway,
I'm excited to
that's
see
my
what they.
thought.
I'm excited to see what they do with the Fortnite Chapter 2. See how different that they make it. The trailer made it seem like they're adding new challenges and new ways to earn experience and all that stuff. So I'll be interested to see what they change.
System.
They can't change too much because it's such a established game right now, and if they change all the mechanics, people are just gonna freak out and probably leave it.
Yeah, probably bail. I didn't see any building in that leaked trailer.
No, I don't know if they ever do building in those trailers anyway. They're usually just running, showing off the skins and the gliders and stuff.
Nice. All right, cool. You guys gonna play when it comes back? Because it's gonna be so different. Gonna draw you in?
No, probably not.
Nope. Cool. All right. Moving on to something that all four of us care about, and that is going to be the launch of the PlayStation 5. There is an official date, window, holiday 2020, which is coming up like in a little bit more than a year. That's so soon.
Yeah.
I'm not ready for next gen. I don't need it. I don't have any 8K devices.
It's been what, 5 years, 6 years since.
Yeah, I late adopted though. I guess I have bias.
Consoles are getting ridiculous anymore. There's so much technology. You can only go so far before you don't notice any more of like the resolution, for example. And I think they're like putting in like even more like pressure sensitive buttons and stuff. Like I've heard some wild things and like I don't know. Just like,
your eye can only resolve so much.
Yeah, and
like,
also
and I have an astigmatism, so it's like at a certain point, like I can't see 8K. I just can't.
Yeah. Yeah, and developers have to utilize all these different various features that are going to be like included in the controller and stuff. Otherwise, it's just going to be a short-lived gimmick that would better off be cheaper to not have those elements in there.
Well, I mean the PS4 and Xbox One had those gimmicks. It has that touchpad on the DualShock 4. Nobody uses that.
I don't know if
that is such a waste of battery.
Yeah.
The light and the touchpad.
The Xbox One has the rumble triggers. Nobody uses that.
Yeah, they need to scale back instead of go even further.
I just think it's weird they haven't released like they haven't said like what games are coming out yet because like specs and release dates don't sell consoles. Games sell consoles.
Yeah, exactly.
I could tell you what games they're gonna have. They're gonna have God of War 2, Horizon Zero Dawn 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Uncharted, some Uncharted game. They're just gonna bank on their old IP.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've also seen rumors that like backward compatibility is struggling. They're still working out a lot of the kinks to try to get backward compatibility with the PS4 to work properly, even though it's been an announced feature.
And it's only PS4.
I really hope. I mean, still, my PS4 catalog is great. I would love to just like get rid of my PS4 Pro and put that towards my PS5 and be able to play all my old games. That'd be sick. Backwards compatibility needs to be a staple in every system going forward.
Yes.
Always. It's just like it's an optical disc.
I understand it when it's been like a few gens and like we can't reach all the way back. But yeah, like when you have a gen and it's like you can't even go back one.
Especially if you
But
have...
I don't understand how a PS5 can't read an optical disc from like a PS1. Like how can a computer that powerful not do that?
A lot of it has to do with like the color of the laser that's being sent, and to have like multiple colors of the laser to read the optical discs. at different varying levels, just millimeters apart, and it's enough that you need like more and more and more built into the thing to make it be able to like dual layer discs even need a certain level of technology.
Well, is there a way that they could implement just something to read what the disc is?
Yeah,
like,
they
kind
do
of like
that,
how
but
Xbox 360.
It costs more money though.
I mean, I'd pay it.
Like the first PS3, they had to jam like a PS2 disc reader in there.
Yeah, and I heard that like the discs on the PS5 are rumored to be like 100 gigabytes.
I did hear that.
Yeah. So no wonder there's going to be an entirely different laser.
I wonder what the hard drive's going to look like.
It's going to be 50 gigs.
50 gigs. Can't even put one game on there.
You instantly need to buy an upgrade.
I heard it was going to be a terabyte or something.
That still seems really small.
That's still slow.
Yeah, it's like 10 games, and it's going to be a solid state. I heard.
Oh, that's better.
It's better and worse. It's better, much better for speed, boot up time, load times, but SSDs do have limited read-write functionality. So after X amount of read-writes, it like just fails and then it's dead forever. So it'll be curious, like 10, 15 years down the road, how well these SSDs are going to hold up. I'm curious about that in terms of collecting.
Okay. So guys, set your calendar for 10 years from today. We will talk about
on episode 2000 or whatever that would be.
Yeah, I hope to make them at least semi-removable and interchangeable. That would be really nice, really useful.
Dude, a modular console basically making PCs is sort of what they need to do.
Yeah.
Like, that's where we're at.
Xbox 360 had removable drives.
Yeah. Very easily removable. That first model just popped right off the top.
Yeah.
So easy. So let's do this. What one game are you looking forward to on PS5? Dan?
I guess Metal Gear Solid 6. That's the only like PlayStation franchise like that
Who's
sometimes
gonna make
is an
it?
exclusive.
Also, it's been cross-platform now.
I've played some. Yeah, except like Metal Gear Solid 4 was like an exclusive.
But who's gonna make
wasn't.
it? I need to know.
I don't know.
Not Kojima.
Not Kojima.
Yeah. I'm not well versed enough in PlayStation only exclusives to really.
Horizon Zero Dawn. You gave that one a good go.
Oh yeah. Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I would love to play that one.
Nice.
I'd go with that. Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4 on PS5.
Nice.
See, what I'm predicting is
30 years from
we're
now.
getting a like subtitled name game on the Switch, and then when we go back to the numbers, we'll go back to 4 on the PS5.
God of War 2.
Easy.
Gosh, that game's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
That game's gonna be so sick. God of War 1 is my favorite PlayStation 4 game.
It's so good.
It's
How
amazing.
can they? Don't they already have a version for PS4 of God of War 2, like remastered?
Well, yeah, they started renumbering.
It's a reboot. We're in a reboot
They
series. now.
rebooted it, so like the
we're in a
numbers.
reboot.
Are,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like technically number 5. Is what I'm excited for. Not number
All right. I got you.
the Norse god 2, not the Greek god 2. John, so is yours the same answer?
Well, yeah, but I also want Bloodborne 2.
Oh, that's true.
And I think Miyazaki said that he would make it if Sony gives him the green light.
All right. Well, let's look forward to that. I just want some announcements.
How soon do we think they're gonna remaster Last of Us Part 2 on the PS5?
Oh, instantly.
Yeah, they're gonna have like an enhanced version.
Yeah,
come out.
The 8K version will come out almost instantly.
I'm hoping that it's like a free upgrade because Last of Us Part 2 is coming out in February of next year, and then they'll have.
That's true. And if it's backwards compatible, maybe it's just a patch.
Yeah, because the Last of Us, the first one, came out the earlier of the year of when the PS4 came out. It was like 2013, I think.
I'll be interested if they make me buy that twice.
Yeah, but maybe they'll do a thing where, like, you buy these late-stage PS4 games, and they're like, put them in your PS5 for, like, added power.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I was thinking. They're probably going to build in some enhanced features with that in mind.
I think that might happen. Okay. Final thoughts? That's final thoughts. Now we're going to talk about something controversial.
But first, a commercial break.
There we go. Hey everybody, just a quick PSA. If you're watching this, we do have the audio podcast on Spotify, iTunes, and Google Play. And if you're listening to this, we do have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/thegamepack. Check us out everywhere. Thanks. We are going to now jump into this rip-off game. I have very strong feelings about it and will not hold back. It's called Enchanted Portals, and it's a Kickstarter game, and it is a Cuphead clone just completely. Except instead of cups for people, it's people for people with little
They're magicians. They're magicians.
They're wizards, magicians, whatever. It's made by two guys. I'm going to read right here. This is exactly what I wrote. Made by two guys who say they are avid fans, and then I wrote /thieves of Cuphead. It's going to launch with a Kickstarter on October 24th, 2019. It's a straight rip-off. There's footage of it playing right now. This should be taken down.
So that's where I'm going to differ from you.
Yeah.
Now, I also have some strong feelings about this one. On the one hand, I really like Cuphead, so anything Cuphead-esque I think is going to be a lot of fun. It does look like they have put a lot of work into the art style. The art style and era is similar, like 1930s, but none of the characters is the same. It's all original artwork. It's all hand-drawn as well, from what I can tell. And that does take a lot of work, so it looks like they've really put in the time, energy into this thing to make it good.
Except for coming up with the original idea.
Right. But then you fall into like is it really, can you really copyright a style and a gameplay? Maybe Cuphead is pleased that they've created a new genre that people want to emulate.
I think you can, because Nintendo took down that one Battle Royale, that Mario Battle Royale.
Well, that's because they called it Mario. Mario is a copyrighted character.
Yeah,
If they called this Cuphead, the other one, then they would have grounds.
But they changed it to something else. They changed all the artwork, all the characters. They changed everything.
Okay.
And then Nintendo still took it down.
Still? Well,
Yep.
I don't think they'd have a leg to stand on in court, and that's Nintendo. Nintendo is notorious for being
what was it called? Like
silly about things.
DMCA something?
Yeah, it was
DMCA
there was like a play on it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I could appreciate the work that's gone into it. The art style looks original enough, even though the gameplay looks very similar. I think it was kind of silly of them to mimic both the art style and the gameplay together so closely, because it's inevitably going to cause some criticism and comparisons directly. They could have gone to like back a couple of decades or forward a couple of decades, and then maybe had it be a little bit different gameplay mechanics.
It's really just a reskin of Cuphead. Like, they didn't change any of the gameplay. Like, based on that trailer, they did not change how that gameplay is at all.
The way the shooting works, the way the dashing works, it seems really, really
They had
similar.
like the charge attacks.
Yeah, charge attacks.
Yeah.
I think, like, that's a really good point, Dan. What if they made, like, those 90s Saturday or 80s Saturday morning cartoon style, like, art? Like, that would be cool. Like, that would hit a whole nother demo, too, where, like, people are excited about that.
But what if they were still the same gameplay?
I mean, then you could call it a Cuphead-like.
Yeah.
But, like, I think this is, like, a little bit too, like, close.
Yeah, I think it's a little too close as well. They really shouldn't have mimicked as much as they did. They could have distanced it a little further.
Yeah.
But with that said, I'm excited to try it because I like Cuphead. I think that legally they haven't done anything wrong technically, but people are probably going to be upset anyway, and so they're probably shooting themselves in the foot going as close as they have. But
I think every 50 cents on the dollar that they make should go to, what is it,
MDHR, I think?
Yeah.
So the MDHR,
I don't know what it is.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would.
The thing I don't like about this at all is it's a crowd-funded game. Like, they're going through Kickstarter, and, like, just
Just so they're taking everybody else's money and everybody else's ideas, and then they're making a game out of it.
You just send half of Dragon Quest's revenue over to Nintendo for Zelda. I mean,
but they're not anywhere near each other.
Some of the games are very, very similar, from what I understand.
Dragon Quest and Zelda aren't even remotely close.
Some of the games are very similar.
Okay, how?
Well, you were just telling me that one of them, like earlier.
Which one?
That one of them, like. One of the earlier Dragon Quest games was basically one of the earlier Zelda games. Or what was that? Was that a different franchise?
It might have been.
No, I think it was just something else.
Well, whichever one it was. there was something. I mean...
Was it like Dragon Warriors and Pokemon or something?
Oh, yeah. I was telling you about... Yeah, there's like a Dragon Warrior... No, it's called Dragon Quest? I can't remember. Dragon Quest monsters and Pokemon are two, like, monster collecting games.
Okay, so I was right about Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
Okay, it's similar to something else.
Zelda, I was just like, what?
Okay, not necessarily Zelda, but
yeah.
And like when you go back to the NES, SNES era, there are so many clones of games that look very similar.
But that doesn't make it right, though.
Yeah, but people have been doing it. It's like a form of flattery too. I mean,
just because people have done it doesn't make it right. That's the.
Also, like, if you're saying, like, JRPGs on the NES, they were dealing with such limited hardware, so, like, yeah, I want to make, like, a pixelated art style. It's like, that's because that's the only thing they could do. Like, they don't have, like, all this computing power to be like, I want to make a Darkwing Duck-looking game with shooting. Like, I don't know. I just feel like you have the whole world at your disposal, and you're like, I like that. I'm gonna make it, and then I'm gonna have people pay me.
They probably saw it like, Cuphead's really successful, and we could do the exact same thing, and hopefully it's successful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would be curious as to whether or not the creators of Cuphead are flattered, or enraged.
Or annoyed.
Because if they're not annoyed, I'm not going to be outraged on their behalf.
That's a super good point.
Yeah.
I'll still be enraged, but that's just my MO.
If they think it's cool, I'll be happy to play it.
Well, we'll see if they have if they take it down. I would not back it on Kickstarter right away because you might lose your money if they're forced to not make it.
I highly doubt it's going to be legally takedown.
You just paying the Kickstarter for them to make it, but like the trailer's done. So something's done.
Yeah, I mean they usually do that for Kickstarter anyway. Usually they have like a teaser trailer, like a concept trailer, and then
okay.
Yeah, and it's still in development. They could very much listen to feedback and change various elements of it. The art style looks like it's pretty well in place.
I'm pretty impressed that it's only two guys.
Mechanics could be changed to a certain degree, I would think.
That's true.
You know, we don't know how weapons will be upgraded. Could be totally different.
It'll probably be in a stand that's run by a bull.
Who knows? I mean, what we've seen, like the two elements we've seen, look pretty darn similar.
Yes.
But there are like 8, 10, 12 elements to Cuphead that make it Cuphead. So, yeah.
Do you think that they'll be on a quest to get the souls of people for the devil?
Okay, now we're in territory.
Yeah, we're getting off track here.
Okay, cool. Well, I agree with Dan in that if the company who makes Cuphead isn't enraged, like I think we need to take that into account. We didn't really look into that before we reported on the story. So I think we should update next week if there's any news on what those guys actually think about it. But yeah, that's my final thought. Is I think that what do they have to say? I want to know. We should figure that out.
I'll be interested to see how the Kickstarter, like it doesn't launch until October 24th. So I'm interested to see what happens when it actually goes live. See if people back, because if it doesn't get backed, if it doesn't get funded, it probably won't even get made. So.
Yeah, and there have been other fan games that like have spawned into their own thing, like that one that it started as a Sonic clone game, and then I don't remember the name of it. Oh well, never mind. Like something Knights or Heroes.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, they made it completely its own thing after a while, and it very much started as a Sonic fan game. Yeah.
That's cool. Did you say your final thoughts?
I like Cuphead, but I don't know. I may want to see more of it first. It when I was watching it, it looked like Cuphead at 0.75 speed.
Yeah, it seems slow.
Yeah, I wonder if
it wasn't as hard.
Easier.
That's what it looked like from the trailer. It didn't look as hard.
Cuphead is hard, so
hard. Sweet. Okay, well, that's what we have to think about the Enchanted Portals game. And let's move on to something else. We're going to move on to people are quitting too many matches in Gears 5, and that can lead to a ban of up to 2 years. So, those who have quit a majority of their games are getting these suspensions. They last from either 1 month to 2 years, depending on how much you're quitting. And I wanted to know, how do you guys feel about developers implementing these types of bans? Should you be like, hey man, I bought the game, I can quit as many times as I want? Like,
can I note something here?
Yeah.
I think it's for ranked modes.
Ranked only?
Yeah, ranked only, and then you still have quick play.
Okay.
They don't care if you quit because they just backfill it.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. But yeah, so I guess for ranked competitive play, should you be punished if you have to go to work and you get called in? What if you have what if you're like a doctor and you're on call and you get paged?
Well, first of all, I think it's unlikely that a doctor that's going to be on call is a professionally ranked player in Gears 5.
I mean, it's not professionally ranked.
No, you can play ranked.
Okay.
I play ranked.
Yeah, I play ranked on most games that I play.
Okay, well, with that said, it looks like the implementation is that it's people that have a history of quitting a majority of their matches before they end.
AKA poor sports.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to take the loss. I'm going to claim internet issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There has to be some drastic... it has to be you quit every match. Or 2 out of 3 matches you quit.
The max penalty?
Yeah, depending on how many you quit, it's 1 month to 2 years. So it's maybe they'll do one time you get banned for a month and they come back and you keep doing it, and then they're all right, 3 months, and they're all right, a year, all right, 2 years. But that was the max that they said in the article.
I mean, I would always get annoyed with if you disconnect and smash, it times you out.
Yeah, for
I don't know if Ultimate does that, but I remember on the Wii U it did that. Or no, I was playing on the 3DS. I was streaming it.
Oh yeah.
And I the last time I played, so maybe a month ago, I would log back in and it would be you quit a month ago.
Yeah.
You have to wait 20 minutes.
Yep, I remember that. That's frustrating. I don't agree with that.
Splatoon does it too.
Yeah, I mean, there's a history of whenever there's an online competitive game, there's going to be people that try to game the system and get out of losing. And even back on SNES, there was a service that allowed people to play original SNES cartridges online against other people. It was called X Play, or I need to look this up. Hold on, you can edit this out. I have it right here.
And now
X-Band.
And now we're back.
It was called X-Band, and X-Band allowed people to plug... It was a special cartridge that they plugged the game into, and you plug your phone jack in and dial up to this service, X-Band. And, I saw an interview with one of these guys. They were saying that, when the X-Band service was active way back when, they would have people that would just unplug their phone jack when they're about to lose, so they don't have to take the loss in the system, and they had to combat that. So, as long as there has been online competitive play, there have been people trying to...
People yanking their Ethernet cords.
Exactly. So, it's not cool, and it needs to be fought back against in some form.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, totally.
I know a lot of... I don't know if Gears does this, but... for Gears of War, I play ranked when I play, and if somebody disconnects, you're just down a player. It doesn't fill with somebody else, or doesn't put a bot in there. You're just down a player, so you're at a high disadvantage because there's... it's 4v3, and it's just not not the best. And then I don't know if Gears does this, but other competitive modes do this. If you are on a team that is at a disadvantage, you don't get the loss if you lose. So.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Pokemon always like if somebody disconnects, so it could be like someone got mad, disconnected, or it was like an actual like internet error. Both people lose. So like your score goes, both people's scores go down.
That's not good.
That's rough.
I would say it should just be a wash. Like, if the
match
doesn't complete, it should be just a wash.
People do that because they're like, they'll go into a ranked match and then be like, oh, I can't do this, disconnect, and then their score is not effective. If it's like
I suppose. But affecting the other person who is playing fair just seems...
Yeah, that's
they say it's like they can't tell who disconnected.
I mean, it's Nintendo. I don't think they have any idea what's happening on their internet.
It's the 21st century. How could you
tell? The fact that you guys even got connected to play a game of Pokemon is amazing to me. Sorry, I just got to drag Nintendo's online through the mud at least once per podcast. Yeah, I think that I mean, a 2-year ban is excessive, but I think that a company wouldn't do that unless it was like really warranted. So I think initiating some type of, punishment or a response or something for trying to get out of a game or cheat out or
Yeah, I did read like one of the comments on the article was saying that this person encountered one of the usernames that was mentioned like in the list of players that had been banned, and they quit like 18 of the 21 matches they were in like in one day alone, and their username is like something, I'm not going to say the username first because I don't remember it, but it was something like
Noobmaster69,
like little jerk or something like that.
Yeah.
It was like big.
Was it fitting?
It was very fitting, and they wear it with a badge of honor, and they like smack talk everyone, and they're just a poor sport all around. So
I hate
the few bad eggs ruin it for everyone, and that's just too bad.
Yeah, that's super frustrating. Yeah, that's my final thought, I guess. Few bad eggs ruin it for everybody. There should be some type of punishment. What about you? Final thought, Cam?
Yeah, there needs to be some type of punishment, but it doesn't need to be that drawn out.
They shouldn't come to your house and take your Xbox away.
Right.
Doesn't need to be like that extreme.
Like if you're a chronic offender, yes.
Yeah.
But no, if like you have bad internet or something, I don't know.
Yeah, and I think like it's easily allowing for bad internet. If you have too bad of internet, you're not going to be able to play online anyway.
Yeah, don't play ranked if your internet stinks.
Yeah. And paying for a game doesn't automatically entitle you to do whatever you want with that game either. So,
I mean, I disagree a little bit. I mean, like,
if you're buying like full price game,
if you buy a full price game, like you could like go skateboard down the street on it if you wanted to.
Well, yeah, you could do whatever you want with that, but you can't go into like the services for a match, accept terms and conditions as to rules of engagement online.
Oh yeah,
and then just totally break them.
Rules.
Just because you paid money for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
You're not above it. You can't.
Right.
You can't break the rules. You're not above it.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Well, that was our last story. So we're going to move into the thing we do at the end of every podcast, and that's we're going to talk about what's coming out this week. Starting on October 15th, we have got Overwatch coming to the Nintendo Switch. Overwatch! Pop, 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 pop. Coming to the Nintendo Switch. I'm super excited about that. We've got The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition also coming out on Nintendo Switch. And I am very excited to start watching all the comparison videos because
it's getting really good reviews. Like the Switch version is getting like 8.5s.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll watch those videos. I will hold back my opinion. October 16th is Little Town Hero. You pre-ordered this?
Yeah, I pre-purchased it, so it's downloaded on my Switch.
Nice.
Can't wait to play.
Very cool. And then we've got, on October 17th, Travis Strikes Again. No More Heroes coming for PS4 and PC.
Don't buy that game, it's bad.
I'm getting flashbacks to seeing the Direct That trailer.
So odd.
Travis touchdown.
So odd.
I'm Tom Amazing Guy.
And then we have a pretty cool release coming towards the end of the week. We've got on October 18th Ring Fit Adventure, which we're looking forward to. I'm going to be picking that up and playing it. And speaking of what we've been playing, I have been playing a little bit of Mario Kart Tour, a little bit of Pokemon Go, and Ukulele in the Impossible Lair. And all of my thoughts on that game will be held until the review is up. What have you guys been playing?
I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Go, and last week I had an issue with like my capture card, so I switched over because I have two capture cards. I have like a standard DS one, but my 3DS one broke, so I was hunting in Black 2 for a bit. But I actually heard just today that I got my key back for my capture card, so pretty excited about that. I'm gonna go back to the Shining Hunting on the 3DS, so I'll pick up my Spirit Tomb Hunt. So yeah,
Nice. I have been doing a lot of game collecting, trying to search down good deals, building a collection, and also Cam got me into Pokemon Go a little bit.
Yeah, I did.
Just the other day.
Dan's gonna be the biggest Pokemon fan out of all of us.
It's like I'm at the Santa Monica Pier with this huge Pokemon Go event, and like, would it be kind of crazy of me to just ignore it and not get anything out of it other than walking around following Cam around? So I figured I'd try it, and it seems like I'm enjoying the walking and and the doing things within the real world.
Yeah.
Even though it
The
has
augmented reality part of it is pretty cool.
Yeah, the
That
Pokemon.
you just turn off immediately.
Well, I'm just saying that, like, you look at a Starbucks and you
Yeah.
can interact with the Starbucks.
Yeah.
Not that, like, you have to... I turn the camera thing off, too, because it's almost unplayable.
Yeah.
Indeed, like the fact that it's a Pokemon-themed game is kind of irrelevant. A different themed game like
Harry
Mario
Potter?
or Sonic could be
Well,
much cooler
I haven't
to me,
played
but-
it, but like Niantic first made Ingress, and like Pokemon Go was like just like the Pokemon version of that. So I haven't really tried Ingress out, but it's like a similar type.
I don't know that franchise.
Well, it's
No,
just a game made by Niantic.
Okay.
So.
Okay, but yeah, like I mean, I've been enjoying walking around and interacting with things. So I like the flashy lights.
Fun. John, what are you doing, man? 'Cause
I've
you're not here. I don't know.
I've also been playing Mario Kart Tour. It's such a stupid game, and I love it.
Yeah, it's so easy.
Yeah. Then I'm also playing Doom 2016 on the Switch. That game's so good.
I need to play more of that.
I am disappointed that Doom Eternal got delayed
Yeah.
Yeah.
until... It's actually coming out March 20th.
But
Same
then the
day as
Switch
Animal
port's,
Crossing.
like not coming out after that. Like there's not
Yeah,
even
yeah.
a date for the Switch anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sad.
So it's going to be the same day and date?
No, it's not.
Is that what you said?
No, like it got delayed till March for like PS4 and Xbox.
Uh-huh.
But then the Switch port got delayed even more, and there is no date.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, whoopsie.
Yeah. Maybe they're trying to avoid the Animal Crossing like release date.
That
Yeah.
month's gonna be insane with the Final Fantasy VII remake that month too.
That's so much. But I was just going to say that the Doom Eternal crowd and the Animal Crossing crowd,
They intersect more than you would think, Phil.
I really don't think that they do. There's probably maybe a 2% intersection on those two crowds.
And I'm one of them.
And yeah, actually, me too. Okay, cool, guys. So that brings our podcast to a close. I want to say thank you very much to Dan from the Tea Lounge for making it all the way out here, and also Cool Trainer Camilo for making it all the way out here to Los Angeles to celebrate my wedding and to shoot the podcast in my apartment. This is fun. This is like a cool way to do it. Just chilling on the couch talking about video games. I like this a lot. And John, I'm trying to make you feel guilty.
You have succeeded, so
by talking about how fun this is.
you could have waited a
thank you,
week
John.
to get married. You know, you could have waited a week. No,
You didn't tell.
you're selfish.
You didn't tell me a year and a half ago to wait a week, and then maybe I would have. But the train had left the station. But thank you, John, for joining us via the internet tubes, and thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button to iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Discord, Twitter. That's all the things, right? Ring that bell.
Yep.
Ring the bell. And thank you guys very much, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.